my name is Callie and I would like to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is the first video in a series of 4 videos where I am going to play some duet, whether it's an excerpt or a standalone duet or whatever, and just give you guys a little tip on, maybe intonation or maybe blending or balance or whatever, tips that you guys can take home and use in your own practicing and your own recording, sessions. I mean, if you guys are like me, you're at home recording yourself playing duets and all kinds of stuff, and you're scratching your head and wondering, well, why does this sound out of tune and why can't, so hopefully if you guys haven't already discovered some of these tips, you guys will be able to use it, and if not, my hope is that you guys will have some fun in just playing along with me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just play through the duet. I'll clone myself and you'll hear both parts, and then I'm going to delete each part and you guys can have your choice of whichever part you feel like playing along with me. Now, this particular video, I chose a duet from the Klose method book. It's called Key of B flat. Pretty simple, but the intonation in this is actually not very simple at all. It's actually, in my opinion, very difficult. And so my main advice in this, and the thing that I thought would be most valuable to you guys, is being able to visually recognize and also hear when you have a major third interval. That's probably one of the more dissonant intervals, I think, whenever we think we're like out of tune or too sharp or too flat or whatever. It's usually a major third. So my recommendation is this. So if you have the root, so in the very first measure, for example, the B flat, if you have the root, make sure that you play out, play louder. You play your B flat and you play it nice and full. So the person above you who's playing the major third, they can kind of blend in a little bit to your sound, a little bit to your overtones. And whoever's playing the major third, which in this case, unfortunately, the first clarinet player, it's up to them. They actually have to lower the pitch about 13.5, 14 cents lower. And the reason behind this is that we as wind instruments, we're adjustable, and we can do just diatonic tuning. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's super interesting. We don't necessarily have to follow the intonation that we have on a piano keyboard, right? That's equal tempered tuning, so it's every interval has the same amount of cents in between, right? However, wind instruments, we can actually use the overtone series and play pure intervals from one interval to the next. And so we have the opportunity here, like in the major third, to actually play it perfectly in tune, whereas a piano will never be able to play that interval perfectly in tune. So it's kind of cool, but a little bit of a pain in the butt to be able to do that. So now, visually recognizing it is one thing, but being able to hear it is another thing. So it's really important that we practice doing long tones. You could even practice doing with a drone. You could record yourself playing one part and play over it with the other part. And so as I play through this duet, I'm going to have little arrows written in the parts. I'm going to put a little arrow indicating to bring it up or bring it down. And I usually make very minor adjustments with my embouchure, so I try to make the adjustments with my embouchure, and my jaw is hopefully already pretty relaxed. And so I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it, but that's how it is. So in this instance, the first clarinet has the responsibility to lower the pitch just a little bit to come down to the pitch that the second clarinet is giving them. And well, between you and me, the second clarinet, if they don't use any resonance fingerings, the first clarinet might not even have to bring anything down at all, because if the second clarinet is sharp on that B flat, the interval will be close enough between the B flat and D. But anyway, I will do that, and then like in the second line you've got that A and the F. That actually needs to be, so that's a minor sixth, which is the inversion of a major third, right? So that actually needs to be a little bit wider, with the responsibility on the second clarinet player to bring that down. And so I'm probably gonna have to use like a bunch of resonance fingerings to like really bring that sucker down so that it can sound wide enough and sound more in tune. This is just a pretty little duet. I thought it would be fun and simple enough for whatever level you're at. Hopefully you'll be able to jump in and play along with me. So enjoy! Alright, that was so much fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed playing that. I hope you guys had fun playing along with me. Let me know which parts you preferred or if you played along at all. Next week, stay tuned. I am going to actually do a little orchestral excerpt duet and talk about balance between first and second clarinet parts. So everybody brush out your orchestral excerpts and it'll be a little surprise. If you want to find out, download the August first practice calendar that I have made for everybody for this month. And if you don't know what that is, just check it out. I will put a link in the description below as to what I'm doing this month. But basically, just to summarize everything, I have a practice calendar with all of the things you need to do on a daily basis. I'm doing it too, and we're just going to check off every day all the things we do, long tones, articulation, all of the stuff that we need to do to sound good on a daily basis. And then at the end of the month, we're all going to look back, see how much we practiced, and hopefully notice a significant improvement in our playing. So it would be great if you all could jump in and be part of that. Well, that's pretty much it here. I would like to thank my patrons for being part of my Patreon community. I want to thank all of the rest of you for watching and sharing and playing along with my videos. I look forward to seeing you this Saturday for another week of Clarinets, Caps, and Coffee. And in the meantime, happy practicing.